attitude to who I am and how y'all should approach me. And make sure y'all come correct. Seriously, if you don't know how to introduce yourself to me, then why come to me? If you don't know how to approach me the right way, then why come to me, right? Let's be serious. So, who I am. Yes, I am Sherelle. But what type of person is Sherelle? I struggle with my, identity for years. In case nobody realized that. And I had this imagination that I was non-binary, right? So I learned so much from so many people's I've been watching, whether it's on TV or on YouTube or in person. I watch people very closely and how they live their lives and how they label themselves. And one person who was dating an actress, she made it known to everybody that she identified herself as a woman, but who she was dating, she said she didn't want to put labels on it. That made me think, nobody should be able to put labels on themselves. If you're not comfortable labeling yourself as a woman or as a man, then just say you're non-binary. Trans men, they are starting to look at themselves as a non-binary as well. Women, they starting to look at themselves as a non-binary. And like I said, I made so many friends on TikTok who label themselves as a non-binary gender. And yes, we might have female parts and guys have their male parts, but they don't look at themselves as that. They don't feel like they are a woman or a man. Why? There's two reasons why. I'm going to give my version and then I'm going to give their version. And our versions is pretty close, but it's the same and it makes sense. So my version that I think the reason why people don't want to label themselves as male or female anymore and they don't feel comfortable in their, genitalia is because of harassment and hate that they've been experiencing for so many years. And granted, I feel like if you come out to the world, there's a lot of shit that comes along with that. You come out as gay, you come out as lesbian or bisexual. People will look at you as that because you present yourself as that, and they will treat you as such. Then you got some, assholes out here who don't care, who don't respect the community and people like us, and they will straight come to your face and disrespect you. They will talk a whole lot of crap to you, not caring in the world because in their eyes, they believe that we're sinning, we're the devil, we worship the devil. That's what they've been thinking every single day. And it's so untrue. It couldn't be further from the truth. Now, their reason for not calling themselves male, female, is because they feel like they never was they wasn't in the right body since they was in diapers. Since they was babies, they never felt like they was a girl or a boy. They felt the opposite. Like some girls I know, and these are girls I personally know. This is not just somebody that I see on TV or in the movies. This is somebody I personally know now for years. They never felt like they was girls. They never felt like they was raised as girls. And when they spoke to their parents about that, their parents struggled with explaining them that they are and that God made them that way. And I hear from several females saying that they regret being a girl. The parents should regret having a girl rather than having a boy because they felt like a boy all their lives, or they felt like there was no such thing as a gender. Like, there's a girl that I admire. She's a singer. I don't want to say her name because I don't want y'all looking her up. But she became a TikTok star. Now she's an Instagram star. She's trying to be this music superstar. I love her music. It's so amazing and it's so powerful. And she speaks about her life. She speaks about her experiences. And she calls herself a non-binary as well because she feels like she's an alien. In her mind, she thinks she's like a extraterrestrial type person. She don't believe in gender. She was like, never label yourself or put yourself in that box because you'll forever feel trapped. Now I agree with her to a certain extent. So, which brings back to me and my identity. No, I'm not in an identity crisis anymore. It took me about 10 years to realize who I am and what I want to be. And I have that choice to be that way because I feel like I am that way. Now, physically on the outside, y'all might see me as a woman. Sometimes I don't feel like a woman. Sometimes I really did truly feel like a man. And some of the things I used to do back in the days, it was, it was things that men would do. Like, you would never catch me hanging out with a bunch of girls doing girly things. You will never catch me dressing up in such a sexy way or dressing up in any female way. It took me a long time to get into my skin to grow as the woman I'm supposed to be and start treating myself as a woman. And knowing how New York City is, the people out here is very ruthless. They very disrespectful, careless, and they feel like if you was born with a female genitalia, you act as if you are that woman. It's vice versa for a man. Now we're supposed to wear dresses and skirts. Guys supposed to be dressed up in pants and suits. I never felt that way. I never felt that I'm supposed to be acting according to what everybody think I'm supposed to be acting, which is a female. I come outside wearing baggy pants and sweats all the time, and I was the most comfortable person in the world. Had no regrets. And to this day, I still dress that way. You barely see me with a dress on anymore. Not even this summer. I didn't wear dresses throughout this whole summer. Everybody saw me with short, like not shorts, but capris and pants. And if I wear my shorts, it's around the house. I didn't show skin this summer because I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I wanted to be comfortable in my own skin. So what did I do? I started dressing up as a boy, had my boots on and everything like that. But the point that I'm making is I don't look at myself as a guy or girl. I'm just a human being. If I feel like I'm a female, it's because somebody make me feel that way. And lately, I haven't been feeling like the woman that I was supposed to be because of the people that was around me. And nobody has ever been really considerate of my feelings or put anything into consideration when it comes to me. So I felt like people just didn't care. I felt like people just didn't give a damn about my well-being or if I was happy or not. Didn't care to see how I was doing. So that's just some, shit for you, right? So I started acting careless about a lot of people's and let them go. And I started cutting people off. I was like, the worse I felt, the more I wanted to change. And I was like, yo, I have to change everything in my life. And once I started doing that, I started to feel very comfortable. And I started to feel a lot happier. And I no longer regret saying the things I was saying because it brought me to where I'm at now. And on top of that, I felt a lot better because that was like the biggest weight that was weighing down on my chest, was not being able to tell my truth, speak my truth to certain people that needs to hear it, and then being myself. I wanted peace in my life, and I brought peace in my life by leaving everybody alone. Certain people that was poison to me, I had to leave them alone. They was a horrible person. They was bad influences. Everything they say was just like nothing but negative shit. So I started to let their words go from one ear and out the other. And that saved me a whole lot of stress. And to this day, I am no longer stressed about anything. I'm very much relaxed and happy. No gray hairs coming out of my head no more. So it just goes to show y'all that y'all actions and words don't mean a damn thing to me anymore. That I'm still living to this day. I wake up and go to bed peacefully. I don't go to bed stressed out anymore. That's including my ex. I don't stress out over him anymore. So after him, I started to realize that I'm better off with women. And I started seeing women, talking to women, flirting with women. I'm shooting my shot. Okay? And it's no longer to men, it's to women. So sorry, fellas, if you don't like that, if you don't like what you heard, I don't know what to tell y'all. It's whatever. Because y'all should have thought about that when y'all was treating me like shit. And no, y'all cannot shoot y'all shot, because y'all should have thought of that before. All them times I spent alone in my house, all them times I've been walking outside alone and wishing and hoping somebody would come to me and say something, or wishing and hoping I get a text message or a phone call. It's like I wasn't getting none of that. Even on social media, nobody was texting me. So that was a wake-up call. And I was like, you know what? I can't do anything about it. I can't control what's out of my control. So I'm gonna keep it moving. But I am in control of my life, my future, and who I deal with and who I fall in love with. So kick rocks to everybody who completely disrespected me, talk shit about me, wish me nothing but ill, and who's mad at me for dealing with a woman and not a man anymore. And I can't wait to get my hair cut. Oh yes, third year in a row, I'm getting my hair cut, this time by somebody else. So look out for that shit.